Okay, well, I'm supposed to not start yet. Oh, Lordy, Lord, Lord. I don't know what the problem is sometimes. But anyway, I'll be back in a second. I have to go check on food real quick. That's what I was getting ready to do. Let me check this. Okay, well, that was food right there. Okay, let me go check that real quick.
Just in bed.
Okay. Yeah, you're okay, baby. Okay, 1 second. I am going to... I don't even know how to do this.
Yeah, I have one bread left.
Yeah, you do. You have 1 bread left. 1 second. Oops, that didn't do it. Oh, seriously. No. There we go. Maybe. Okay. Well, sorry about that. Oh, no, I can't find it. This one, the buttons are a bit on the wrong side. I don't want to press the off button. It's back there. Okay, well, heck with it. Gotta do it this way. I really was more prepared than this. At least I thought so. And, oh, come on. Okay. Sorry about the jiggly wigglies. Let's see if we can get this adjusted. I set it all up earlier and was like, oh, it's perfect. It'll be great. And then, yeah, that's the way it is. I don't know what is wrong with... Oh. I wonder what's going on here. This is my chat is gone. Oops, that's my head. Okay, well, I don't know why that's being that way. Okay, well, as you can see, I have out Golden Gate Bridge, and I am not sure what is going on here. The YouTube studio is being funny. And it says it's the same thing as last time. Let me turn off the saga for a second and see if that helps. Supposedly this was something that could cause it, and it just might need a little bit of time to catch up on the internet. I don't know. So, I'm not sure why this is looking like that. No, that's not what I want. It's showing an error. That's really weird. It says it's live, and I can't see the chat. I wonder why. Huh. Well, let me see if I can That's copy, reset. Oh, no, that's not what I want. No, we don't want to reset. That would be bad. Okay. And, mice. Okay, well, let me open up another tab then, because this is being silly. And hello everyone who is here. Sorry about this being just nuts, not working right. I really should have only one. I should only have one YouTube channel. It's a bit silly. Nope. I had to go out today and do some stuff. So I just got home and then I had to make dinner. Like you do. So we're having the retro classic Spanish rice. And Alex was asleep, but he's awake now, so we'll see what happens there. And let me... I swear. And then it started before it was supposed to start. I'm really sorry about that. I was like, okay, I'll set it up for 15 minutes. That'll give me a chance to set everything up and be prepared. And no, I wasn't prepared. I'm really sorry. Ugh. Okay. Well, it looks pretty decent. I'm waiting for it to pop up. Okay. So as you can see, I put out here I decided to work, well, my decision wheel decided that I was going to work on the Golden Gate Bridge. So that is the plan for today. And I did my 100, well, it was more like 110 stitches on Grandma's lilacs this morning before I had to go and do my stuff. Hello, Mandy. Welcome in. So I did that this morning and got that all sorted out. And then I had to go and do shopping a little bit. Let's see if we can put this. Okay, now I'm going to try and see if I can put on the Saga. And I moved Saga over to the other side so that because I was working so far over on this side. And let's do an autofocus. Maybe. Come on. All right. It didn't want to do that. It doesn't really like manual focus for some reason. I'm not really sure why. But it's like, why? All right. No. Yeah, only the holder holds the phone in such a way that it's like really hard to get to all the little bars that you need. Okay. Maybe we have it here. There we go. Oh, I think I got it. Woohoo. All right. And yeah, so okay, well, that's the past. We're in the past on maybe. It looks like it's focused. Okay, well, we're here now. And let's, I have a message. Okay, what's this? Excuse this message. Okay. I'm not sure. I just got a message from somebody, but I'll have to deal with that later. Okay, so let's find Golden Gate Bridge. It's up here. I'm at 29.3%. And I haven't worked on this. Okay, so let's start a sprint also. I worked on it in March. That's not too bad. Not too long ago. So I'm going to do a, let me check this real quick. Oh, wrong one. I thought, maybe I shouldn't okay, so 499 is what we need. So we'll do a goal at 499. 499. And let's see if I actually get it done. I haven't worked on this in forever. So you can see I have done a nice little thing where I can show the whole picture. This is what I'm working on. And I love it. It reminds me of home. But I'm working over by where the Presidio is. Hi, Laura. Welcome in. And yeah. And I like this because it's looking towards Marin, where I'm from. So, and on this, I am doing Royal Rose, which has been a long time. I haven't worked on it in a while. Let me move this a little closer so I can reach it. I put it in the bigger hoop. I was hoping maybe if I raised it up a little bit more, then it might be not too bad. And I think it'll be okay. And let's see, if I undo the box, you can see what this part looks like. It is quite confetti. So I will most likely do this row by row. I actually took out a bunch of needles so that I can just keep needles threaded. That's usually what I do. And I moved that again. So let me see there. Now, can you see okay here? It looks like it's a bit, on my screen, it looks like it's too high. Oh, I had this all good earlier. Of course. It was all like just right. Okay, well, we'll see what happens. It's a little later than I was planning, but I really needed to go shopping and do some stuff. I was going to do laundry, but I thought, I'm not going to do laundry. It's too much. I've been doing laundry a lot of times in the morning. I have to get up early with my kid to go to school, so I've been doing it in the mornings, and at evening it's like it just doesn't fit right now. Okay, so let me see if I can move the magnifier closer without it being in the way. Oh, I know what I was going to do. Okay. I forgot to turn the lights on. I was like, why is it so dark? Oh, okay, hold on a second. Let me see if I can reach it without messing. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I really, really am. Yeah, I went outside. I didn't really want to. Let me see if I can reach this light over here without messing everything up. Ow. I had them turned on, but I turned them off when I went to go make food because I thought, I shouldn't leave these on while I'm making food. And then, of course, I sat down and was preparing the stream. And, sorry, it's all bumping around now. Preparing the stream, and the stream started before I was ready. I was like, oh my gosh. Yeah, I was going to go to the pharmacy and then go shopping. And then I was going to go to that's my arm. God. This is just lovely. I'm sorry, guys. And then I was going to go to the grocery store that has a pharmacy. And I thought, oh, it's Monday. And it's Monday after a holiday. And I thought, oh, no. So I didn't go to the pharmacy. So I ordered my medicine instead. I was like, I'm not going. And I just went to the little store, which wasn't really optimal there either. But yeah, it is what it is. And it's done now. And so I got my groceries done. And I'm going to remove these little tufties here. When I do Royal Rose, especially with 2 strands on the 22 count heart hanger, I don't really like any of the ending methods because it's just too bulky. So I do away threads, and I usually do it like the Royal Rose recommends, and you do it in the next thing. And if you do row by row, then it's not too bad. You can get it to be pretty flat. So here what I'm doing is I'll lock that, and I will stitch these right here. This is 3771, and these threads are really long. That's in the way. Yeah, I actually put air in my bike tires, and because I thought, I bet that's gonna feel mushy. And it was really mushy. So I put air in my bike tires, and I have one of these little rechargeable batteries that double as a pump. It's really awesome. It's a bit heavy, but I always carry it in my backpack, so then I have, something for my phone and for my bike. So yeah, that's pretty good. Okay, so this one has 2. And what is it, sweetie? No, I'm streaming now. You were asleep, so I went and started streaming. You're hungry. I'm making Spanish rice. It's not done yet, though. Okay. So, and then because this row is the top row, I'm doing the row rows, but I'm also doing the snake method. So now I can put this, and I'm not sure you can see my line. This will go 1, 2, 3, 4 over. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'll just park that, and I'll just leave the needle in there because I'm going back to that pretty soon. And mark those. And then the next one, and I have I have my ballpoint needles. I've got a couple of ballpoint needles. So I took them all out because that's usually what I do. And I've also noticed that the wax on the ends has kind of worn off. So the ends are a little shabby. So I think the last time I worked on this, I worked in this section here because I did this section and it was like crazy confetti, and I was like, oh man. And then I thought it looked funny. I was in a way kind of thinking, oh, I don't know about tent stitch. But I'm so far done, 29% done of it with it. I was like, I can't stop it. Okay, so then this got, can you guys see the saga okay? Do I need to move that? Or the camera? I think it's okay because I'm down here. It looks like I can see the saga pretty well from the screen, so I think it'll be okay. Okay, then we're gonna hop over that one. We'll do this one. And this one. And then because this definitely gets lined if you do just plain Royal Rose, I'm feathering the edges. And because I will do that stitch, and then I'll park that one. Also want my laying tool. And then I have a trolley needle that I'm going to mess with. I don't know if I'm going to use it or not, but we'll see. And this one felt like it had wax still on it. Okay, and this one is, oh, I need to mark those ones. Let's park there. There's a lot of switching back and forth, but I don't mind it. I'm pretty used to it. Okay, so this one is going to, this one's got a bunch of stitches. I love these colors. Oh, I forgot to actually use the trolley tool, the trolley needle. Yeah, that one. I haven't worked on this in so, well, it's been a month. And then, so here I'm doing this. I can actually do this stitch because there's a stitch above it. And I don't really mind so much on the parked threads. With tent stitch, it works. Tent stitch doing snake is very good. And then, so there's 2 there, skip 2. Oh yeah, that actually seems to work really well with that. I want to make sure my stitches lay nice and flat. It's a little more extra work, but that's okay. Okay, so then I did, wait, made it all nice and neat, and it was in the wrong spot anyway. And I know better than to try to stick my needle back down the back because of the away threads. Putting the needle back through the, you know, it doesn't work. There, it's not messy at all. This pattern is, there's been very, I see, and okay, it's going back down there. It had very little confetti. I mean, yeah, it had very little confetti until parts of the bridge. Like the sky was just such a joy to stitch. Okay, so then this stitch right here, I'm gonna leave it there because there's no stitch above it and there's no stitch, you know, so yeah, it gets parked there. And then we'll be back to, oh, I forgot to mark this one. I actually did that stitch, so when I have to find the right one. Okay, and this makes it just lay really nice and neat. And then it's gonna go here. Oh, I miss working on this actually. I'm like realizing it now. Like, oh yeah, I missed this one. Wait, I parked it in the wrong spot, didn't I? Yeah, Did I not mark? I missed, this one's in the wrong spot. Oh dear. Right. Let me double check this. This is M. I just did that. I did that. Oh. Okay. Well, let's just go back. Okay. So okay. So Z that's Z. There. I just had not marked it. I'm a hot mess today. Sorry. Okay, now we can do this. Okay, and we did that one, and we did that one. And this is what I was looking for, where to park it. And technically, you could do this because it's an empty hole, but I just never do that. I leave that one, so I'll park that. Take M again. And M is here. It's a little boring. This is not like super speedy. But I find that, as I said, it just makes it lay nicer for tent stitch. There's like, this is not a lot of confetti. I probably could have done this without that. But it's kind of a good habit of doing row by, doing snake method and being a little bit methodical, because especially to make the stitches look nice. So how's everyone today? I guess it's still early, so oops. And this one is gonna go here. Yeah. So that parks there. Oops. Wrong click. I'm gonna take a drink of water. I brought myself some snacks. I have this very, very weird snack today. I have a baby bell, and I have new Digestives chocolate flavor. Yeah, I probably won't eat them. It is trying to autofocus a little bit. I'm gonna move it down just a tiny bit. Oh, wow, that it looks kind of good on the screen. Like, I'm looking through the magnifier, and it's just a different experience completely. Try to move the lamp so it's far enough. Okay. It's always that fight, the lamp versus camera fight. And then this is going to go here. Don't really know if I need the laying tool, but I've been more conscious about how the stitches look compared to how they lay compared to when I do 1/1. And then this is going to go over here. Check. Yeah, there. Let's see. Try not to look too close. My tablet is not very responsive, so sometimes it kind of doesn't want to do what I want it to do. Oops. This this 22 count that I have, I got from one of the ladies at the weaving studio, which is called 𝐴𝐕𝐶𝐻. 𝐴𝐕 means weave, and 𝐶𝐻 means cottage, but it's in a basement, so it's not really a cottage. But that's what they used to call them, because there was often like in the village there would be a cottage that people would go and weave, communal weaving. Wait. I messed that up. Okay. Can't count. Ugh, I lost my... I should have skipped an extra stitch there. I think. Unless I have the wrong one. No, it's the right one. counting. It's very difficult to do. And I haven't done tent. The last time I did tent stitch was working on this. So I'm kind of, oh, I did some tent stitch on napping kittens, I guess. That doesn't really count. Well, I guess it does count. It's the same thing. This is just in my way. Pulling it a little bit tight. Oh, it's way behind. Okay, so I am gonna leave that. I could stitch that, but I like to have it so that the other stuff is covered up. That's the one thing about doing snake method. Everything gets covered up really nicely, which is nice. Okay, oh, actually, got a new thread here. Let's see. And that one I'm just leaving. I'm not going to work on it because it'll be in the next. That's the other thing. So when you're doing the Royal Rose, that something like that, it's going that way. I'll just do it later, and that's okay. So now I can go back to. Oh, it's been a while since I've done this. It's kind of nice. I like it, but then, you know, I'm not really sure how much I love tent stitch anymore. I think it'll look good on this project anyway. It'll make it look like watercolor. Yeah, this is no. That's okay. Yeah, that thread went over everything. Sometimes you have to kind of think ahead, or try anyway. Well, at least I try. Especially with tent stitch. So the rule would be not to stitch that one ahead up, but I'm not going to bother. I'm going to stitch it, this one here anyway. And then I'm going to stitch this one because that's the tooth. And then this one is where I'll park it, right here. Okay, so let's mark those. And that one, oh, it's lost color. Oh, it's okay. That's the other thing with Royal Rose. If you notice here, there's that same color is over here. So this one will get ended, and then next tower, that one comes down. It's a bit interesting, different. Okay, so now we're on this color, 402. I was like, where did I put that? And you can see, like, I'll just leave the needles on there and I just hang them off the edge. Sometimes I stick them in the fabric or the edge. But I find that it just almost works better just to put them on the, you know, hang them off. They're not going to come off unless I catch it. Is that... And then it will go under this one here. Okay. That one's confusing but it's outside the box. I'm waving my hands around like a little, like you guys can see that me waving my hands around. It's funny. Okay. Now, that's pretty pretty fast. It's been a while. Okay, so this is that one again. And I tried to do, a lot of times, if there's not a lot of confetti, I will do min to max, and then I will then do the ones that are, like the one that has the most stitches will cover everything. But if it's a lot of confetti, that doesn't work very well. So that's when I switch to row by row. Okay, so this one right here is done in this square. So then I'm going to look and see where it is again. And so I see it next in the next tower, but it's up here. So I'll actually do a pin, like a yogi move, and then put it up there, because it'll get covered anyway, and then park it up here. And this is the other thing, when I do stank method, I actually pay attention to which direction I'm going. So this one is actually going, this is the forward way, so I would park it here. That's where I want it. But if it was on the row above, I would have parked it over on that side. So that's done. And then I gotta park that. And actually I can kick the bucket here. Like Joyce always says. I always think that's funny how Joyce says it, kick the bucket. She calls it kicking the bucket. Okay, and then this one, there's one stitch. Yeah, let me see. Okay, I'm on the right side. Yay! It's really quiet today. Am I like too late today? Okay, so 3, 8, 5, 6. And I don't think I'm going to use all that. It's okay. I'll just... Cause I actually think that I will do that stitch and then yeah, I'll park it over here. Yeah, I'll just park it over there. There's a lot of this in the next tower, so I probably would end up using two strands anyway. And I was thinking about my needle board. My needle board right now is, I'm just using it for single strand. And then I was thinking, if I was working on this more often, then I would actually need, oh wait, this one's, okay, well, I wasn't paying attention. It's already parked here. Great. It's marked even, and I just completely lost the plot here. Okay, well, I'll put it back on my... No one caught that. That's okay. I'll put it back on my floss ring. I won't be streaming too late today because I started late and I gotta feed La Biscuit. Soon enough. He had swimming today, so he was super tired. Biscuit boy. Okay, so this one's here. I'm gonna do this stitch and then I'm gonna park it up here and just leave it. This is 4 away. 1, 2, 3, 4. Because most likely it needs to be there. And so this is what I do. So I'll park that there. And with Saga, I don't want to unlock my box or, you know, just click through the box. So I will lasso that stitch, mark it, and it's done. So it's that works really well. And then we have 407, and there's none below. Okay, so 407, I don't have it parked. So this project actually has its own floss drops, but I didn't feel like messing with that, so I left them in their bag, and they're supposed to go back onto. It's supposed to go on these my master set eventually. So I have a bunch of sets of things that I tried. I have a bunch of envelopes. I tried Gemma's method of storage, and I hated it. And so now I have, you know, probably 100 envelopes with floss in them that I need to sort back onto my floss drops, which is really annoying. So yeah, it didn't get done. It's not getting done. So here, and I what I do like about tent stitch is being able to do loop start, but the ending is so difficult because it just gets so messy. So right now I'm gonna park here, but then I've got these threads here that are in the way, which is just annoying. Well, they're not really in the way. It's well, actually, yes, it is. But I'll just do that, and it's fine. And yeah, I'm used to it anyway. I did Unicorn Valley completely that way. Okay, so let me do this. What? I don't want to pin my history. What the heck? I'm live streaming right now. I will get back to you after I'm done. There. I just didn't want her to sit there waiting. I don't know if she's in here, but oh, that's done. Okay. So now we will go here. There. Oh, come on. Did you get Unicorn Valley framed? Of course not. That's a silly question. I haven't even washed it. I was like, so lazy. No, I didn't. But it's sad because I actually thought about it. But I know here it's really difficult to get stuff framed. I have some other pictures, and I just feel like buying a frame for it is just crazy. It's hard to find the right size. You know, they have frames at IKEA. That's not a problem, but they're all like a really odd size, so nothing really fits. Okay, I'm gonna park that there and bucket that. So now I didn't get it. I've got a bunch of really pretty samplers and everything, and I still haven't done them either. Okay, so this one here, oh, that's right. This is the one I'm going to just end. Yeah, I did this really pretty Quaker sampler that, well, it's a Quaker sampler with a little modern twist. It's a quote from Gilmore Girls. It's a coffee sampler. So I need to frame that too, but it's just different here in some ways. My cord is in the way down here. I am really with it today. I have this really long power cable for my tablet because I thought, oh yeah, I had a really short one before, and I thought that one wasn't long enough, and then hey Fred, and it wasn't long enough, and I actually broke it because I tripped over it or something and the cable broke. And so I bought a new one thinking, oh, a little longer would be good. And this one's, it's really long. It's nice, but it's like too long. Okay, so now we are getting into some red, I think. Is it? Nope, not quite. One thread. Oh, seriously? Oh, okay, well this is going to be 3860. My piece of cheese is sitting here looking at me funny. Oh, you know what? This is where I could look on my needleboard. So with one stitch, something that I think Joyce, because you know, Joyce is just, she's so smart. I don't have that color on there anyway. She said that she just stitches the stitch twice with a single thread. And I was thinking, well, that's just a single thread. I could do that, but I don't have any on my needleboard anyway. And then I picked up the wrong, oh, this is just why, oh, why? Oh, yeah. So I have these shorter pieces that I can use. Is that the same color? Yeah, it is. The light made it look like it was darker. I was like, wait a minute. So this one, I'll just take it and I'll stick it on my needleboard. So I'll wax it because that's what I usually wax my single strands. I don't have any size 28 needles on my board. So I'll grab one. Oh, doesn't seem like one. I'm almost out. I have bought 200 and I have that many left. So all the rest of them are on the board. That's pretty decent. So, and if I do this right, oops. I can get it to go in there and I just go around twice. And then I can, oops, that one didn't look very good. And then I can just pin there. Oh, that's a really weird color. I guess it's right. Oh, we won't question it. I bought another pattern from this Etsy shop and it's really pretty, but I looked at it and I thought there is no way, there's so much confetti. And Fred says that, okay, Beck, the lawn guys are outside, their machine tools are much louder today than usual, so I couldn't hear anything except the buzz of the motors, and my headset needs to be recharged. Well, why don't you charge it while you're sleeping? Okay, so this can go back on my board. And that took care of that one stitch, which is nice. Let's see if I can get it back on there. Okay, bucket. Oh, my back hurts too because yeah. Alex is repeating me. Ugh, he's silly. What? You're trying to sleep. It's 6:30. Why are you sleeping now? You're being a good boy. Okay, that's good. Okay, here's another one stitch. This is why I switched to the other part of the project, because I was like, I'm tired of confetti now. But I have that color on my needle, so it will get stitched with a single strand, and I will do maybe it's really thick underneath. And I almost restarted this. I was like, I want to restart this. But then I thought, 29%, and I'm not unhappy with it. There's a little bit of lines from the royal rose in the start of the picture, but I do think that that will wash out. Hopefully. I hope so. But I don't think anybody will notice it anyway. It has to just be okay, you know. Okay. There's that. And the battery lasts 100 hours. I never remembered to put it on charge until it's dead. And Uncle Fred says, hi, Biscuit.
Hi, Fred.
Hi, Uncle Fred. He said, I just found a short film with a title longer than the film itself. That's a good one. What's it called? And how long is it? Or is it safe to say what it is? Never know with you. I guess the needleboard is getting used, so. Let me drink some more water. My throat is a little dry. I was hoping that the lilacs were blooming. I biked past the lilac bushes. They're not blooming yet, but there's a tree down the street that's a lilac tree, and it's blooming. So soon. Okay, so now we're going to be on E. And so this one is 814. And switch my board around. And this one, I will do the stitches and park it. So that's good. 814. No, that's 15. This is one of those projects that I took off. I had probably from Unicorn Valley. I had two different. No, they're two different links. Never mind. I cut them using a different tool than doing it a meter long before. So they're a little short.
Did you talk to Uncle Fred?
I did. He's here in the chat. And he said, hi, Alex. His voice is so deep. That's crazy. What do I think? I think you're a biscuit.
Fred is on the chat.
Yeah. I should give these new needles to Christina so she can tarnish them so they'll be all nice and smooth and even. Okay, so this one is, yep, it's going that direction. So I was messing with my decision wheel this morning. I was thinking about spinning it for, like, do ahead of time before I film my floss tube episode. And I'm just gonna stitch these. I'm lazy. And I'm gonna screen film it like I do my tutorials, and then clip it into the video. And I did some counting, and there are, oh, this is silly. I'm gonna do one down here and then I'll move it. I want to start over here. Okay, so then this will get parked. Yeah, 1 second. And then I'll, wait, I didn't want to touch that one. There. So I have I have my dimensions project for Wednesdays, and I have my Love Letters Chocolate Shop for Saturdays. So other than that, I have 13 whips, non-full coverage and full coverage. So okay, yeah, I can't say that, Fred. Hindi film, which what are we going to be? We are. Huh, interesting. He's getting old, I know. Wait, no, it's an English film translated into Hindi. It's not like you can watch it. Okay. Hi, Meowlin. Sorry I wasn't able to respond to you right away. I think that's you, right? That you sent me a message. And yeah, so chocolate workshop. What are you talking about? There's no chocolate workshop. Yeah. So anyway, I need the other side of my cart. And when I worked on Unicorn Valley, and pretty much any of my projects I was working on in the past, I would actually set up my needles ahead of time. So I would take the box that I was working on or the tower, and I'd go through the list and then set up needles for each, that I needed if it wasn't parked. And that made it go really fast, but I got lazy and stopped doing that. So it's kind of silly. I probably should do that again. It's kind of handy. No problem. Take your time. And I do have that. So as soon as I'm finished, I'll get it for you. I'm using my phone to film, and then my tablet has the Saga. So I I didn't want to go trawling through my my files to get it for you while Saga was showing. It's fine though. But I do have it, so I'll send you a link after the stream. Okay, see, we're getting on the we're on the deck here of the Golden Gate Bridge. And I was thinking this morning when I spun this, I looked out the window and I thought it's sort of that kind of foggy feel. Kind of reminds me of it. A little more humid though, like in an icky way. Okay, so I did that there, and I'm gonna park it here. Okay, and I probably won't get. I'm not sure. I had contemplated like working, instead of working across the whole way, doing like steps, but then I think I've gone back to Royal Rose now. I'm gonna take this off because it's bugging me. And let's park that first before I forget. Oops, not there. And that. Oops. Oh, there we go. I did get it. Okay, so that's done. It's not too bad. There's a bit of, like a couple of individual colors, but it's not too bad. 720, and that's also kind of like the being able to park. I don't have to worry about it too much. 720 is orange. I thought about it when I was working on this. I go, I wonder if there's any international red in the, in the bridge. The specific paint they use to repaint the bridge all the time. One of the things that I learned when I was, growing up was that, I don't know if it's still the case, but they paint all year round. It's like constantly they're painting. And so when they finish, they start again. So it's like a constant, the bridge is constantly being painted because of the sea and all that stuff. It messes up with the paint. And Laura, Maddie says hi. Hey, Maddie. And Laura says, question, if you're parking diagonal block by block, if there's nothing on the right, do you park down to the left or just down? See, I usually do royal rows, but I've done my royal rows so that I'm still doing towers, but I'll do the first tower and then I'll do the second, or the first block, then I'll do the second block, and then I move up. So there's never really anything to park to the side. And so when I park down, if it's not too far, I will park to the left. And I will park, I will park away from it too. I don't really worry about it too much. I figure if I'm going to use away knots, because I have to do away knots on this, I tried doing the boomerang and it just doesn't work so well with tent stitch, in my opinion. I think it looks bad. It looks bulky to me. That twisted some weird. If this one here is not that far, it's only down here. But if these stitches weren't here, I might put them down here. And if there's like a couple of stitches here, I might go over to the left. It just depends on how far it is or how lazy I am. Sometimes parking is less lazy. And I like when there's like, even though there's just one stitch, it's like, okay, but I can park it there and I don't have to worry about it. Okay, now this one is 920. I was almost sure that was 920. So, see, I'd be tempted just to stitch those, but I know if I do that, if there's a lot of confetti in those other places, it'll just be a nightmare later. So I tried to, like, if I was doing 1/1, it wouldn't be as thick. It wouldn't be a problem. But I know with tent stitch, it's just, when I did the tower, oh man, that was so much confetti. It was crazy. And I did it min to max, and really it needed to be done row by row. There's just too much. This thread looks a little long. Yeah. There's a lot more management on here. I feel like I've gotten pretty comfortable with the mini cross country. And Mallin's question, what is this away method you're talking about for tent stitches? Okay, so if you look, let me find up here. See these right here? These are my end threads. Oh, you can't see it. Hold on a second. Let me move Saga box for a second. Okay, so here, up here, they're hard to see because they're white. But these are ending threads that I ended from over here. So I skip a box and I end it in the second box over. I know that what's her name? The one that did Royal Rose. I can't remember her name is. Her name is Royal. She usually did her stitches, ended them in the box, like hop over a box, and she'd have them up like this, like just on the edge. But I found that I do a lot of feathering, and the threads got in the way of the stitches. So I move them over more. That's all it is. So I could put Saga back on there. There you go. So there. I hope that answers your question. And I do sometimes do, maybe if there's a lot of threads, I might do like a little pin stitch or something. And like you can see here, these are the ones from this box, the ones here. And they're pretty much sewn down, but I leave them until I finish this box, then I'll clip them away. And then when I finish this box, I'll clip this one away. There's only one there right now. So let's see, where am I at?
My belly.
Why are you smacking yourself?
My belly's slapping.
Okay. Why is that?
I'm gonna grow my belly huge.
No, you're not. You're silly biscuit. Okay, and there's one stitch there. Okay, so then this next one is going to go right here.
Yeah, my arm is I have muscles.
You have muscles. Are you sure? Okay.
I'm just gonna have cookies right now.
No.
Yes.
I made dinner. Dinner's
I'll
pretty
do it a
soon.
little bit.
Yeah, okay. You can have one cookie.
I'll do it, okay?
You can have one cookie.
Huh?
One cookie.
Why?
And because I said so.
I want that now, okay? And it's okay.
Okay. Okay. So this one and here. This box didn't go too badly. Pretty quick. And then it's like one stitch. Okay, and that's 3 over. 1, 2, 3. What?
I'm not giving you a farming simulator this week.
Okay, good. I don't want it anyway.
It's not an attitude, Mom.
You got an attitude.
What attitude did you call me?
You're a silly biscuit. Okay, I'm doing a live stream, okay? So I'm talking to people. Right? You know that. I told you about it?
Nope.
Nope. Why are you saying nope?
Said no to Mom.
Oops. There. Okay. So 3776. See, I would be tempted to do that, but I think what I'll do is I'll just park it up there. 3776. This is taking longer than I want it to take, but I have some short ones here, so I'll use a short one. That's good. Wait, sorry, hit the. So what is everyone working on? Lynn, you're at work, right? You're working, so yeah. You're working on work. Okay. And then there's like one other thread, and then there's a bunch of block stitching. Yay. Well, it's not block stitching. It's only like 10 to 15 stitches maybe. So then this one will go over here. And it's 1, 2, 3. It's right here. Right there. And I'll just park that there. It's fine. Okay. So park that. Because on this one, it would use more floss to end it and restart it than to just carry it. Yeah, okay, you can still see. I was thinking that was kind of hard to see. Okay, so this one is 666. And I will do that one and then do the other one. 666. Oh, it's the other side. Maybe it would have been better to use the floss drops that are already together for that. Let's see, 666. And this one I don't need a really long one either. Of course there are, it's not too bad. There's not a lot of stitches. Laura said, wait, here we go. Mandy said, knitting some baby clothes. Aw, how nice. And Laura says, pulled out my pizza and pocket change. You made me want to do tent enabler. Ugh, I don't like it though. And Fred is looking at his bed, trying to decide if a nap is called for. Well, if you ask Jen, she would say always. But naps make me feel not very good. So I only nap if I really, really need it. Like this morning, I really needed it, but I decided to just snooze a little bit in my chair while playing Sumi Sumi, which is a stupid game that I'm addicted to. So I get no stitching done because I'm playing these silly little what do you call it? Mobile games. 1, 2, 3, 4. All hours of the night, in the morning.
I forgot to turn upside down turn that back down upside down on the smoothie.
Okay.
To use hands, so I have to be careful of that.
You mean you want to shake it?
Just gonna turn upside down on this, put it back in the fridge.
Okay.
Doesn't matter, it's fine.
Yeah. Okay. So
Lousy,
that one
Mommy.
is what?
You're lousy.
What are you saying that for?
I'm being good boy.
Yeah, are you sure?
Yes.
817.
Don't be like, Mommy, I have to be good boy and get school open back.
Okay.
You can't be lousy here at night.
Okay, and then there's a bunch of this, so I can use a long one. At least he's in a better mood. Jen loves her naps. Yep, she sure does. And the guys are being loud outside still, so I may just go upstairs and nap. Well, that's a good idea. Wait, is that? Yeah, that's right. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm not going to stream very long today because I need to go and feed my child. And
You want to feed your child?
No, I'm going to make my child starve.
What child's? What do you mean, your child's?
You're my child.
I am.
You are, yeah.
Yeah,
silly biscuit.
Vad säger du?
Vad säger du?
Det här är Cecilia.
Okay. He's reciting Swedish advertisements. Interesting. Okay, so on this one, I'm going to start over here because when I do tent stitch, I always do the even row. Yeah, the even row is my back row. So I start, first row will start on the left side and go to the right, and then these ones, so this does that little continental, it does a little back loop. It still skews, but it's supposed to help. I don't know, it still skews. especially this fabric. This fabric's really soft, but it's quite nice to work with. And it's funny because both my projects today are using this fabric. I got, I don't know, it must have been 2 meters of this fabric. It's a little like age yellowed. I don't know how long she had it, but it's really nice fabric. It's soft. It's like super soft. And I have, well, I kind of stopped some of the projects because I was like, I didn't like the tent stitch.
Okay.
But I don't know. I've ended them, but they're still, you know, they're still sitting in my pile. So now I'm not sure you can see how I'm struggling to get my needle because I did those stitches below, and so now it looks super dodgy in my opinion. It's not as good. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use the other needle to kind of separate that a little bit because it's just not sitting very nicely. And that's just because I was lazy. So then, is there another one? Oh, there's another one. This red just doesn't look the same, you know, it doesn't look like it should be the right red. Okay, so because I don't really want to take these over that back, I will go and I will do the stitch here, and then I will park it over here because I'm a little pedantic like that. And then that block, I just pulled the thread out of the needle. And that block is done. And I just noticed that the thing is way far behind. I couldn't get the YouTube Studio to work today. I don't know why. So I'm using the browser instead. So I still think that the Prism Studio seems to be working pretty well.
Good boy at school. I swam today.
You did, yeah.
Because I've been training a long time.
Were you training today to swim? Okay, good.
Swimming is a good training game.
It is good training. I like to swim.
Yeah, Alex is a trainer.
Okay.
Yeah, I trained so much.
Okay, Biscuit.
Like a bathhouse and gym.
Okay, so that block is done.
Exercise.
So
to be protected.
it wasn't a lot of stitches, unfortunately. 90 stitches. I still have another 409 stitches to go.
What?
Yeah, it is a pretty red. I just, red is not my favorite color. So it just feels like it's really like in your face red right now. But it's not too bad. So then what I would do is let me lock that and move the box, hopefully, if I grab it right, and move the box back up here. So what I would do is I would look at this, see how many stitches are, you know, like different colors are in there. If it's not too bad, I'll do a min to max. And it looks like it might be okay. So there's not, oh wait, what? 99, oh. That's weird. Let me look at that again. Oh, okay. Oh man, I was looking at the number. I was like 99 in that box. That can't be. Alex.
Tyler's having freak. Having a guitar meltdown.
Well, not everyone is perfect. I know. I'm not perfect. Definitely not perfect.
Finger blade.
So in this block, there is quite a bit of stitches that will cover up a lot of it. So I would do min to max on here. I think it would make sense. Because then you do all the little crappy stitches first. And then, why did it, oh, it shouldn't have done that. With min stitches left. Okay. Oh, okay. Never mind. I'm like, why is it doing that? Because I didn't have this locked. Oi, oi, oi. And actually, what I would do is, now that I look at this, I would do the park threads.
No strings allowed.
First, actually. If I'm doing snake method the whole way, I wouldn't stitch in my park threads because they wouldn't be in the way. But if I do min to max, then they will get in the way. Alex, yes.
Work at TV.
He's reciting a commercial. Okay, so actually, I will start. Yeah, I'll leave those. Oh, that's what I do first. It's been a while since I've done this, so I would actually cut those threads. I'm just. Oh, you know what? I don't even know if you guys can see that. Ush. Let me move the camera a little bit. There we go. Maybe that's better. I'm not used to the saga window on there. There we go. I moved the saga window over here because there's not a lot of margins on this. Yeah, I was like, what am I doing? I'm a little tired today. I'm not really with it. I'm never with it though. Honestly. Where's my tweezers now? I bet they got stuck to a magnet or something. That's usually what happens. Okay. I'll use my fingers. I wonder what I did with those. Oh well. May 9th to the 14th, sometime that week, your gift should arrive. Ooh. It'll be a Fred gift, so it's going to be probably something dirty. No, no, I'm joking. And now the trash people are here. Why can't they do that at 3 a.m. when I'm awake? Yeah. I don't know. Why can't they? Okay, so I'm going to start from the bottom and go up on this. So oh, it's really short too. Oh, Lord. So since I'm just doing this one block, I will just go down and park it. I'll just do the stitch and then park it. And that would be 3 down, 2 over. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. And there's that. Okay, so. And then, oh, I did min to max. Oh, you know what? I'll do that one. That one is this one. And that one was only 2. So here I'll show the ending. I wasn't going to do this one because, yeah, but I'll do it now. Okay, so then I just go, I go over, I'm grabbing other threads. Oh, it has been a while. So then I go over here, I skip this block and I do my waist knot or my waist ending over here. And I always do the same, like hop over and then do a little bit. And if I had a thread board, I would Oh, that's not even long enough. Never mind. I was going to say I put that on the thread board. Wines about everything. It's crocheted, not by me though. Otherwise, it looks significantly better. Okay. Oh, that's really not. It's not focusing very well today. That's kind of weird. Oh, well. Okay.
Wow.
So here I would. And oh, that works. That's handy. So I'm doing, you know, as I said, I'm doing the min to max. And when I kicked the bucket on that other one, then it just switched to the color that was next. That's handy. Oh, and I bet I'm guessing you didn't see how I ended the thread because it was underneath the saga box. I am so not a professional. Dear me. And this one's going to go here. And then I will just park it down here because this block I think will be more confetti. And so with that, I will most likely do row by row. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see when I get there. Oh, that's not the one I want. I want the Z. So this Z, this one right here, it's not really in anything. So I will leave that and do it afterwards because then it will cover up anything that I have to move. So that would have been the next one I would have done because it's the lowest parked thread on that block. But if I have like this M that's here, I most likely will have to travel over these stitches to do that M. So I might as well leave it until after I stitch that corner stitch, which would be now. Because that's next. So I could have done that one first, like I planned to begin with. We all have off days. Oh yeah, I know mine is really off today. But I will say the Biscuit Boy is in a better mood, so that's a plus. So you see, I'm going from here to here, then I'll cover all that up with this other thread. So that's handy. I'm gonna park it here, and this is 2 over 1, 2. These threads are really long. And then I'll go back and do the Z. Get that point. Okay. Fred's trying to convince Jen to move to Mexico and join a wrestling league. Oh, that is... That's a mental vision. She'd be good at it too, you know that. She wouldn't let anybody get past her. It's such a different feel to do the tent stitch. It's like all chunky and in a way it's easier because it's like the threads are thicker and it's easier to grab the threads. But then it kind of looks messy, which I don't like. Okay, so I'm going to park this here. I did those other stitches because there were stitches above them, so I figured, whoops, figured I might as well. And it gets parked here. And bucket. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so I guess all that's left. There's only, oh, that's nice. There's only 4 colors left in this box. That's nice. So I will start with this one. And I often, there's a lot of like back and forth. So this is where I go back to row by row. Whoops, wrong one. This is where I would go back to row by row just because it would make it neater. And that is there. So there. And that I can leave that thread, that needle threaded because it's only 3 colors. So there's that and that. And there's a bunch of this one. Oh, nice. And you know what's going to happen as soon as I end the live stream and start stitching tonight. I'll go back up to this white stuff and just fill a bunch of it in and get the rest of my stitches because it's super easy. I have noticed the bridge is really is pretty challenging, but it's worth it. It is a really nice picture. I have not found any that have looked as good, honestly. This is so silly. I should have done this one while I was over here. And then I will park it next to this one here. There's another one that can stay on the needle. I think I did that all. Oh, wait. Yeah, that's right. It's been a while since I've done snake method, and I'm kind of like questioning my directions. Okay, and then heart, and that's here. Fred said, she said no because she doesn't want to get sweaty, right? I said a second ago, she's tiny and scrappy. Yep, exactly. Laura says, I think my brain is too chaotic for the organizing and parking. I'm finishing the threads, can't do it, but I keep trying. I think for me, I usually have my threads more organized than this. I'm just being lazy and not, I don't know if you can see over here. I have all the threads really neatly done, but these ones these ones here and these ones I just left them. Normally they'd be a lot more organized than that because I really can't do unorganized. It's like, ugh, my brain doesn't like it. Okay, so this one. I'm thinking about getting, so I was talking about my spin the wheel rotation, and I have enough projects that I'll have to double up. I'll double up on 2 projects, one non-full coverage and one full coverage, but that's already planned because I have Love Letters Chocolate Shop for the Amy Sal on Saturdays, and then Wednesdays, Dimension Style, I have the napping kitten. So, so those ones will get spun, you know, I won't spin those because those will come up every week anyway. So if I counted correctly, which we all know that's highly possibly not counted correctly, I think I have enough projects to have one for every day for 2 weeks, which is kind of what I was hoping for. So that's sort of the plan. A bit excited. Oh, and it was really funny when I was spinning the wheel. When I was spinning the wheel today, just to, you know, seeing if I could screen record it. I was doing the, you know, screen record to see how it would work, and see how much the ads would pop up, which were really annoying. So I probably am gonna pay for that just because I hate ads. And if I'm gonna use it as much as I do, then yeah, I probably would pay for it anyway. But the ads were really loud and really obnoxious, and then I have to sit there and wait through them. But it was funny because the projects that were coming up were exactly the ones the same order I got them this week. So I mean, it's not the order I'm gonna do them because I was just testing it out. Okay, so here we have 5. But so what I was saying was I think that I'm going to buy one more hoop, and then the night before I'll spin the night before and set up or spin when I get up in the morning and set up my 2 projects for the day in the morning or before I go to bed. So they're done and I don't have to worry about it. Because I have my like favorite hoops. Right now I'm using the big hoop, which I think works okay with this, but hi Clara, welcome in. So I'm not really sure. There was not a lot of margins on the side of this fabric. So, and I'm using the deeper hoop. I think I bought the thinner hoop to test it out. Wait, did I do that stitch? I did that stitch. To test it out, and because I wasn't sure if it would hold my fabric how I wanted to, and it really does. It's very nice. So I might just buy the size 5 of the thinner hoop, and then I have 2 hoops. Okay, so there's that. So that's the plan anyway. And if I don't play on my mobile game all morning, I'll actually get some stitching in. It's such a bad habit. Okay, so this one here, I wouldn't stitch that because there's a stitch in there. And so I parked that there. I could have left the needle on there. So there's that. Whoops, wrong click. And then this one, go back to here. I took all the needles out, which, yeah, I did. The thinner hoop from Nerge. Yeah, that's the one I've been using. It's the one I have is it's size 4. This is a size 6 and it's thicker. I do like it. It holds the fabric really well. But it's quite large, and for me to reach properly, I kind of need to have it lower, But then if I have it lower, it hits my belly because my belly is huge because I'm fat. So it's just, you know, it's like, yeah. I mean, it's working really well for the stream because I have it up higher. So, and I was working down here, so it did work out. So I'm still kind of playing around with it, and we'll see what happens. Okay, so mark that before I forget. And then the arrow, 402. But I'm quite, it's been a really long time since I've done tent stitch, but I feel like it's all coming back, and it's not too bad. I'm actually enjoying this project. I love this project though. And I was thinking about, I didn't frog, but I UFO'd 2 other projects that I have in tent stitch. But this one was farther, and I thought, no, I'm not going to do that. I'll just work on it. So those ones need to be restarted eventually. But this one, I had 29%, so I was like, no, I'm not going to restart this. But the sky was fun. I actually really enjoyed the sky. Okay, so I think, let me see where I'm at. Oh, I missed that one. Okay, that's why. Okay, well, that's fine. And this one will be, no, here, right? That looks wrong. Those are there. Oh, I see what I did. Never mind. Sheesh. I can't count. I was looking at the one that was parked, which is that same color. All right. There's a lot of switching on Saga, but I told Yogi before, I don't mind it. It's not really any more than Pattern Keeper. In Pattern Keeper, I would forget to switch it, and I think it irritated me more. And here you can do with the selection box. It's just so nice with the selection box and Min-to-Max and all that. Though I didn't really do the Min-to-Max this time. Okay, and then I lost track where I was. This one can go there, and then this one will park right here. Yeah, right there. Okay. But you see how nice and neat and flat it looks? That's doing it row by row like that. It makes such a big difference. Instead of trying to cross country, my catnap is I used kind of cross country, and it just looks like a hot mess. So that's not selected. Okay, so this one, oh, this needle is really rough. Huh. These were those Sullivan needles. They're super expensive. Okay, so here I had made the decision to park down here for these 3 stitches. So this one I will park up here. Oh, nice. I don't have to do anything with that. Find the right hole. It is up here more. 1, 2, 3. That's 2. That's 3. Okay, so that is done. And the thing I like about parking is that you really, you're just saving it for later, and that's quite nice. And I didn't mark this. Did I actually do the stitch now that I think about it? Really? Where's that one then? Now I got confused. Did I actually even do the stitch? Right, let me go back. No. Oh, I used the wrong one.
That was me in the Navy.
I actually took the wrong thread.
Hey, Mom.
Yes, baby.
Look at me. I'm in the purple Navy suit.
I know what I did.
In the black
Ignore
gloves
that.
and black boots.
Yeah.
Without helmets. With his jeans on. His overalls. With his police suit. That's the Air Force suit. It is the policeman's vest.
What's that one? Ah, what a mess. Seriously, what did we do wrong? That one also 5. Okay, this one's right.
Oh yeah,
okay.
that's Army Alex, the Royal Guard, from Tangled.
I got sidetracked. Well, not sidetracked, but
Yes.
that one's right. That one's right. I missed that one. And
Doesn't matter.
this one is right.
Our losers, John Petrucci. Yeah, okay, super.
And for some reason, I don't know what I did. Oh well. It's fixed now.
It's Alex in yellow. Yellow Navy.
This is 22 count Hardinger. And who knows how old it is.
Oh, yeah.
I got it from one of the ladies at the 𝐓𝐡𝐞. 𝐓𝐡𝐞, not what you think, Fred. And I'm guessing it was pretty old. It's kind of yellowed. It feels a little aged. But it's really soft and it's still nice. So if you look at it, you can see it's the 22 count because it's it's got the Panama weave. So you can see there's the 2 warp and the 2 weft. It probably wasn't even in the camera. But yeah, so it's 22 count. It has its own little idiosyncrasies about it, but okay, so I'm gonna move this over here and park that. Okay, now I think I have it properly done now. And okay, so then this one was this thread, I think. No, it's down there. Okay, that's right. That's what I decided on that. Yeah. And that's that. And then that goes next to this one. Nice. And there's that done. And then back to that 5. Did I miss the stitch? But that's okay. I'll fix it really quick. Maybe. I'm not sure what I was thinking. So you wouldn't normally have these parked threads up here. Well, yeah, you would, but you have to be a little more careful is all, to get that thread there. So I just pull up the other ones, and then that one's gonna go here. And then that's 3 up, or 2 up. 1, 2, and I do this one. This is that, what do you call it? Feather edge. And then I will park it here. I had to look at the chart. I've kind of forgotten how to do tent stitch. Yeah, let's see, and that's parked there. And those are done. And then this arrow. Oh, I hit the back button. It's just not going well. Ooh, 29.6. That's pretty good. So this is that one that I said in that the last block that I would just pick up here. And this one, I will just do these stitches. I'll just, I'll do these ones and then park down there and let it sit there until I do that box down below. And that is 745. It's this really pretty yellow. It's like lemon sorbet yellow. It's pretty. There's a lot of really good colors in this. The red was a little bit unexpected. It was, well, not unexpected. It is the Golden Gate Bridge after all. But just the sharpness of the red after all of the really pale colors, it was a little like sharp. Downstairs kitty studio. Fred, you are so bad. Yeah. It doesn't even spell that way. Just because it has a V, an A, and a G doesn't mean that it means that. I just realized my window is super behind. Okay. And that needle is not one of the ballpoint needles. My threads are like everywhere. You should see down. They're all like hanging off the edge of the hoop. You can't see them. And I didn't forget the I. And I don't forget the I. Cryptic. Okay. And this is... Did I mess that up? Oh, okay. No, I was like, wait a minute. How's that work? Can't count. That's why. Okay. We're good. Okay. So I think when I finish this box, which is nearly done, wahoo! I think I'm going to go because I need to go. My Spanish rice is in the Instant Pot. Keep him warm. Hopefully it doesn't taste like crap this time. They didn't have any green chilies at the damn store that I went to. So I bought jalapenos to just put a little bit, for a little kick. And they were like really soggy looking. Ugh. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Hopefully it didn't burn or something. If it doesn't turn out this time, I'm not going to do it again. Though the flavor was pretty decent the first time, just the rice was not good. So that was that way. And then that's that. This is the... Oh, I did those. Okay. I'm like, wait a minute. Wait a darn minute. there's that. And park. There we go. And here I did these ones extra, so I will use my lasso to grab those. And oh, I missed that one. Oh, I can stay there. Okay, so what's left is 5, the symbol 5. And wait, okay, I did have a needle on that one. I just yanked it out. Yanked the needle out. Okay.
Mommy, I'm making ChatGPT.
You are? Okay.
The guns are replaced by guitars, drums.
Oh, that's good, because guns are bad.
Replacing from weapons to guitars.
Okay, that's good. I'm glad. I'm glad you're doing that. Thank you, Alex.
Instruments.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah. We don't like weapons.
Changing from.
Okay, so this one,
guitar,
I'm just gonna park this one down here
shotguns
and pick it up later if I need it,
mainstream.
because there's a lot of this color up in this block. So I will just kind of, I'll park it here. I did a little stitch just to like pin it. And there. So that block is done. And this one here, I'll do that when I do that. So there. So that is another block. So that's 2 blocks. That's not too bad. 183 stitches. Not even 2 hours. So this gives me, wait, hold on a second. Let me look over here. Right. So that gives me 109 stitches per hour. That's not too bad, considering there was a little bit of confetti in that first block and I was getting back to it. So hi Ellen, welcome in. And oh my gosh, Fred, you are so bad. Oh, I forgot we're having Spanish rice for dinner. Yeah, I know. That place I get the curry pizza from gets the crunchiest and tastiest green chilies. Oh, that sounds good. Oh, I don't know about curry pizza. So yeah, it's 7:30, so I'm going to end early because, well, it's not really early, it's later, but I know I started late, so, and I have a little bit more to go for later tonight. I have 316 stitches left of my rotation on this. That'll be pretty easy. I'll probably go up here. I'll finish this block and then I'll work on some of these easy white stitches. because I'm just super lazy. The red is just so much in your face. I'm kind of not sure, but it's so pretty. Look at that. Isn't that so pretty? There's the Presidio and the headlands. Ah, I miss it. Sort of. Not the traffic though. That's what's missing on the bridge. Traffic. Bridge traffic. It's no fun. But anyway, I'm going to go for a while and see you tonight. Oh, I've got a cough. See you guys tonight for other live stream. Are you still doing your live stream, Ellen? Or are you going to Yogi's? It's a bank holiday in England, so she's not working today. So anyway, but okay, well, we did pretty good, and yeah. So let me know if you guys want anything. So tomorrow I'll see what happens, but probably be able to do a live stream tomorrow because, yeah, I'm not doing anything. Okay, so you canceled it. Okay, cool. I figured, you know, like, I don't mind, like, being flexible. It's no big deal for me. So, and, you know, we're all one big community, so I think it's good. Yeah. So, and maybe next 2 weeks, as I want a computer myself. Yeah, I'm using, well, I do use the laptop to watch, but I'm just using a tablet and a phone. Yeah, he wants to try it. So I'm using Prism Studios. I'm not sure it's iOS. You might check into that. I was able to use that with just my phone and my tablet. So you might check that and see if that works for you. I know that when I used the computer, it was really laggy because my connection and computer, they just weren't really doing great. And it's really cool that your son wants to help you. That is really awesome. That's cool because it's kind of a fun technical puzzle to figure out. So, okay, so anyway, Alex is getting loud, so I'm gonna go and make dinner for us. Yeah, see, yeah, OBS, that's what I was using. It just takes too much bandwidth. There, the handshake between the computer, the phone, the tablet, it was like too much for it. So you might check Prism Studios. I'm not sure if it's for iOS or not, but I think it is because it seems to be working with just my tablet and my phone. But it does have a app for the computer, so you might check that because I have noticed it's less laggy. So you might check it. Anyway, I'm going to let you all go. So have a nice evening, and I'll see you tonight at Yogi's. Okay, bye for now. Oh, yes, baby.
Oh, look, it's a bass guitar.
Okay.